Would you marry a lady that is earning more money than you? Let us know down in the comments. Ladies, would you marry a man earning less money than you? And gentlemen, would you be willing to marry a woman that's earning more than you? So, as you all know, guys, welcome back to Isaac Cheesy TV. Today, I'm your host, known as The Benediction. Most of you would know I'm a professional makeup artist as well as an entrepreneur. Next to me today, I've got two very lovely gentlemen. On my right, we've got the main host of the show, the man himself, Isaac Cheesy. Can you guys give it up for Izzy? Thank you so much, Izzy. And right next to Izzy, we've got our second guest. His name is Mr. Culture. Culture is an entrepreneur. He runs his own cologne business and he's also a real estate agent. So if you guys are looking for housing, you know who to call. So just to get into it, guys, let me know in the comments what would you really do in this case, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this video because we want to know what other people out there think. Don't forget, we are also on Spotify. So if you don't have time to be streaming on YouTube, you can catch us on Spotify as well. Listen to us while you're working out, driving, or doing whatever it is that you are doing. Not to waste your time, let's get into this. Izzy, tell me, would you marry a lady that's actually earning more money than you?
Okay, for me, to be honest, a lot of people might take this as ignorant, but that is just how it is. For me, it will only take a grace, a lady with grace, a woman with grace, to be with a man. You know you earn more than that man, and you decide to stay in that relationship and respect that man equally. You know, for me, I think I will not be able to because I don't want to be turned into a slave. Yeah, at the early stage, the love might be sweet and nice. Hey, this. But at some point, it will get to a time now they feel, there are sometimes ladies when they have money already, they feel like they don't need men again. They just want to be their own boss lady and all that. So for me, I think to be honest, I will not be able to. I rather remain single. Yeah,
Wow.
whatever.
Sounds like it's poking your ego, but okay. Let me hear from Culture. Would you marry a lady that's earning more than you?
Thank you very much. I would definitely marry a woman that earns more than me. Love is a beautiful thing. I know marriage is not only centered on the basis of love, but it's centered on communication, understanding, and the willingness to appreciate each other. I'm definitely going to marry a woman that earns more than me. I'm even willing to babysit, you know? Because if you look at the scripture in the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22, the Bible says, hey, wives, be submissive to your husband, just as it is to the church, just as you submit yourself to the church, because um, the husband is the head. There was no center point where the scripture, as a Christian, I'm speaking from my own point of view. I'm not going to define on other people's point of view. So, as a Christian, there was no ideology that came forward and said, you must marry a particular person because the person is a billionaire or earns all these things. All these are the things of the world that we get to, that are sink into our system, that has made a whole lot of people to be single today because they are looking for a particular man that earns millions, but the level of love is not there. But regardless of how it may be, if I see a woman that is understandable, that has good communication sense, that values me, that believes that this man is my man, that has the fear of God and is kind not to hurt me, definitely, even if she earns more than me, I'm ready to be there for her. And then love can actually prevail regardless. Thank you.
Very interesting, guys. But I just want to know, like, you said you would marry a lady that earns more than you,
Definitely.
and you said you wouldn't. So I felt like with you, it was more a thing of ego. Knowing that your lady is doing the most, you feel like you're not doing enough, and you said you don't want to be a slave. Do you think ladies would boss you around? I personally think, when ladies have lots of money, we do tend to get a bit big headed, but respect is respect. And in a marriage, I think it's a partnership. So earning more shouldn't be a thing. So why does it like touch you so much? Why do you feel like you're going to become a slave?
No, see, do you know what? Me, I'm a kind of person that I hardly take things, even if I'm in a relationship. Let's say, in fact, I've had issues with that. let's say I'm in a relationship and my girlfriend want to give me something or want to buy me something, I always say no. To even to the least of things, I always say no, and that usually pisses her off most of the time. So imagine, I feel like I should be the giver. I should do the giving. So
What if you don't have enough? She's the one with money.
no, exactly. But now she will not respect me the way she used. She will have to respect me as a man. Sometimes, we. Okay, would you, if you're a man, would you allow a woman to boss you around?
Well, I would never, I'm a lady, I can't boss a woman around. I know, obviously, what a man is there for. The man is the head. So I can't boss the man because I'm not a head and I'm not there to lead, anyways, in a marriage. But I mean, if I'm earning more, okay, in my case, I'm so sorry, but I don't think it's really hard for ladies to want to marry. I think it shouldn't be something so obvious that, you know what, I earn more than you, so before we get married or blah, blah, blah. Let things flow. Finances are finances, regardless, you guys are going to work that out. But I wouldn't go for a man that's doing less than me, personally, because I'm a hustler. Like, I hustle hard. So I also don't want to be with somebody that's kind of going to drag me down. I need you to be as motivated, so you need to do the most.
For if you are rich, if you are millionaire, let me be billionaire, so that I'll be able, it will be balanced.
See, let me tell you something, my brother. The society we are living right now has actually gone into a trance. Like a lot of things are going on in our society, and until we start to address them, things will not get better. Especially the financial aspect. I know it's very paramount in marriages and all that, but it should not be the center point of you going into that relationship. One thing I always say: a Gary that is blessed is better than fried rice that is cursed. You can live, you can live, yeah, you can live because this guy is this girl, if she's any less, and I see that the quality that I need in a woman is right in her heart, I would definitely be ready to ensure that we get the best of marriage together. I've come across a situation whereby um, this man was doing well before. Something happened during, time of them having the sweetest moment of their life. He lost his job, and this woman was the only person bringing everything to the table. At the end of the day, he realizes that, oh, this woman is the only one making things work for us. He was able to, at a point, adjust some certain things, compromise. Compromising is very important. He realized that, okay, men are bossy in nature. We have that kind of like, oh, she's the one doing all these things now. But when circumstances and issues of life comes to you, you have to a little bit beat it down. If this is what is going to cause a whole lot of discrepancy issues in our marriage relating to money, I just have to address myself and be responsible because I know for now that she's the one doing all this thing for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I need to adjust and walk in the right direction that will make our relationship grow.
Yeah.
And after some time, you can walk yourself again and believe that you can make things better. And you can start anywhere. So what I say is this: don't allow it to be a trademark whereby this guy, because this woman is any more than man, she's the love of my life, I would not want to marry her, because she's gonna boss me around or something like that. No, that is you having a low self-esteem. You don't know what you want. But if you know that you really care about this relationship and you love her, then that should not be a topic of
Also,
debate.
exactly.
Sorry, it's not about what I want. Some ladies are stubborn in nature. Generally, like let me say some people, so that it will not look like I generalize everything. Some ladies are very stubborn. It will take a grace. Okay, now how would you feel as a man in the morning like this? You woke up and you have a conference meeting or something, and your wife also have a conference meeting or something, because she's now more richer than you. Someone have to you need to look after the child or something. You may not see it the way I'm seeing it.
Okay, no, I
You may not see
understand.
it.
You are feeling like you're gonna have to do more of
Yes,
housework because
yes.
she's more
I might
busy.
even become a
But
cook.
you know what? I also don't think it's about that. And even if you think about it, right, you could get married to a lady that's not richer than you at first. But you do realize today ladies have so much potential. And it literally just takes having the right man to get, like, not really having the right man, because men are just a distraction to ladies that are trying to focus. If you are with the right person, right, he could push you like to your best ability. And from there, you could really hit a jackpot and boom, You are the one who's making more money in the house. So I don't think it's a matter of just because she's richer now, you're going to have to do less. And so what if you wake up in the morning and you both have a conference call? I will. It's a marriage. It's a partnership. If you're both making money, you're both making money, no matter who's making the most. Even if she's making more money than you, she's still gonna want to spend your little money anyways. So is it really a big deal?
Nicki Minaj is rich. Cardi
She's
B
rich.
is rich.
She's richer than her husband. Nicki Minaj has more money than her
Yeah,
husband.
okay, listen. That is their own. And they don't tell you how they live in their house. Did they tell you how they live in their house?
Yes, he
How
does
do you
speak.
know what they do in the
Okay,
house?
we don't know, but you
You don't
can
know
still
exactly.
see that there's respect there,
How do you know? You can only see what people show you.
and also how she speaks about the relationship. Somebody who generally does not respect their partner, they don't hide it.
Okay, that does not mean that she will be like other people will be like her. What if you
Okay,
marry a devil?
it's about you also. When you are marrying, you know who you're trying to marry. You know who you are married to.
As a cheesy, let me break it down for you, yeah? For me, I'm a good cook, yeah? I noticed one thing. A lot of people are missing so many things relating to domestic activities, you know? For me, I can cook from not to from not to the
That's
end.
my father.
Yeah, see,
That's my
I can
father.
cook, yeah? So a woman is not going to boss me around because that thing, the food thing. I'm going to make it. Even before she wake up, I can even cook. But there are other things that I might not be able to do. That is where communication come into play. You let her know, when it comes to this, don't worry, you're sorted. When it comes to this, see, I might have a little bit of issues with it. See, this is where I tell people, know the kind of person you want, you're going into a relationship with. If she has money and she loves you, and some of the things you guys put into the table, she's able to like compromise. There's no need looking for the fact that, okay, you want to be rich and tomorrow the person is disrespecting you. You don't want that in your relationship. Marriage is centered on love, centered on communication, centered on understanding, and the highest level is compatibility. You must be compatible with the person you want to be with. Don't just go into this relationship and be like, okay, I want to just, yeah, she's fine, she's this or whatever. No, face. Sometimes something can happen. And you're not going to love her again because she has one or two things. But one thing I'll keep saying is that money should not be the center point of relationship.
You see, that's a very sensitive thing to say now because in today's society, I think lots of ladies will agree there's no woman who's willing to be with a man that's not making money. Or let's say somebody who's not even earning or unemployed. The standard, the bar is high now because why? Ladies out there are grinding, you know? So it's become very a bit difficult because if I'm grinding, obviously if you as a gentleman are approaching me, I expect you to be grinding. Oh, I want to know what is it that you do for a living. I want to know what are you doing with your life. And if I see that no, maybe you're not doing enough according to my standard or whatever, it's a problem. And I think that's something society has also just like social media in general has destroyed some people's mentalities because now everything is surrounded by money. Everybody makes everything about money. Relationships are all about money. Like, you know, Davido did say, you know, love is sweet, but when money enters, it's sweet. Are you guys in love with no money? Like, really? So the money, it plays a role. As much as we respect each other and stuff, I just feel like money is playing a big role in today's society because of what people make it look like.
Do you know? Okay, let me tell you something. Do you know that this is what I heard what you said. You said know the kind of person you want to marry, which is true. But do you know that some people can pretend? See, if people can pretend because they want to get into something, but after getting that thing, at some point they will change. I'm telling you. See, sometimes we might think that we know our partner. We don't know our partner. You are not God to know your partner from beginning to the end. It's not possible. At some point, the way she will say, okay, have you not seen a post that said, if your husband is richer than you, that means he's not a bag. Okay, imagine now, let's say my wife is richer than me. She provide more. Okay, let's not take it as if it's rich. What if it's just kind of this mini monthly salary, whereby just a minute, whereby my wife earned 20,000 and I earned 10,000. Obviously, half of our salary, let's say, could pay our house rent. Then we remaining 10,000. So do you think that if that woman spend more than that 10,000, you think she will be happy with me? She will not be happy. I'm telling you, if she sees a man that is richer than me, if she sees a man that is wealthier than me, she might go there and do one night stand and come back and use that money to feed me again in the house. My friend, I'm not ready for that nonsense.
Okay, no, Izzy, you're taking it too far.
I'm not ready for that nonsense.
You're taking it too far. But also, I was going to say something. This thing of earning, do you know there's people that are like earning a lot and they still go 50-50, even though the guy is earning less?
Feminist.
No, not feminists.
Okay.
People literally still go 50-50. So in your case, I feel like you want to be the one doing you want to cover
let
the
me
most.
let me be the one.
But if you're
doing
not
it.
capable of doing it, then what? If you're not capable, if you don't have the means and she does, then what? If she tells you it's okay, I will take care of it. What? You feel useless?
No, I should be the giver. I wouldn't. for
Would
me, I
you break
wouldn't.
up? Would you break up with her?
Okay,
in
I
such a
wouldn't
situ-
break. Except if, let's say, we are married, along the line she became richer than me. That one is different case. At least I started from her. At least I've been her backbone before she became richer than me. Of which it will not happen. My wife, listen now, I'll be richer than you. I'll slap you here. So no matter what, if you guys are married before she became rich or wealthier than me, that one is manageable. But before, I will not. I promise
think
you.
lots of
for
men.
dating, yeah, I can do
No.
that. Not for
I
marriage.
think lots of men would go for women that are richer than them. Men, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I totally can bet lots of gentlemen are willing to marry women that are earning more than them.
Lazy men. I should have called that.
I don't think they're lazy. Some are lazy because
I
they
should say
benefit,
lazy
but
because
others
everyone
are
is
not.
looking for who and who. They want to hide under something. I'm
Sorry
not
to
like
cut
that.
you short. Like a few days ago, I saw a post. A lady she said she's 39. She has a job, but something is missing. There's no man. You know, you see what we're talking in the course of looking for money in all these things, financial things. Also, take time to look for what money cannot buy. You can't buy marriage in the market. It's not like a marketplace. You just say, okay, hey, this man. You cannot take that away from the reality of life. That a man is very important, regardless of how much you're earning. See, a lot of women today are depressed. I know when a woman she got money, she believed that I'm an independent lady. But you know, the time factor is beneficial to the men. But the time factor, I'm very realistic. See, I've never seen a criticism that is sweet. So I criticize a lot, you understand? So don't expect me to sugarcoat it. But I tell you the truth, today, most women are indoor. The best friend is just like Eskimo American dog and, Dido, like, has become their best friend. Yeah, depression has become the order of the day. Simply because you are looking for a man that has money more than me, has money more. Like I said, if you know what you want as a person, as a woman, and you're ready to follow up the scripture and be submissive, tell you the truth, man. Doesn't matter what you're going to look for, but what matters the most is this woman, she's submissive, she's respectful, and the love will grow.
And I agree with that. I think the older women become, I mean, the more money they make, the harder it is for them to settle for a man. I think that's also a very big challenge. Like the more women are focused on making their own money, they don't really feel like they've got to be, they're not bothered about having a man in their life. But eventually they start to realize the importance because as much as we want to be boss babe and everything, you can't be alone forever. At some point, women, you need to rest. Not rest like don't do anything, but there has to be somebody taking care of you. That's what a man is there for. God put men here to take care of us. We're here to help them. So as much as we grind and all, we need, like, you do need a man. But I don't think women are willing to compromise. Ladies, are you really willing to compromise with a man that's, making less than you? Are you willing to settle for a man that's not earning as much as you? Let's put it that way.
Now you're beginning to understand what I mean, right?
It's settling.
You're beginning to understand what I mean.
The question was, would you marry somebody that is earning less than you, or in a man's case, more than you? For ladies, a lady, like a woman that is actually making lots of money, if she's humble, understands the word of God, I think that wouldn't be a factor. She would consider some points, much less if it's something she's been praying about and stuff. But in general, for ladies out in the world, not even ladies out in the world, but people that are just more focused on grinding and lifestyle and everything, to them it's kind of settling because you don't meet her standard.
The biggest fight I've had ever with my partner is not agreeing to take money from her. You understand? That's why I said it's not pride. It's just maybe it's how I was brought up. Do you know how weird it is? To you guys, it might not be weird. Do you know how weird it is? Your baby just coming out, babe, this is my money. Though sometimes I know it's painful to them that I gave my boyfriend something and he doesn't want to take it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him money.
It's,
To buy him something.
or maybe buy me something, I don't want to take it. Sometimes it's by force, you understand? Even food. Let's say I'm with you now, you are my girlfriend, you decide to buy food for me. If you know how bad I will feel until the next day, you don't understand.
But you should see it as an act of love.
I know, but I can't take it as if it's pride. It's
Be
not pride, but maybe
grateful.
that is just who I am.
As a
Like,
cheesy, as a cheesy, I think change is constant. Yeah, I know you were raised like that. We all come from different backgrounds and all that, but at least to a certain point in life, we go into a different society. We have to try as much as possible to adjust a little bit to that society. The person that is coming to give you something or give you money, she's not doing it to belittle you. She's doing it because she cares about you. And to me, I believe
of
that,
love.
yeah, for someone to be human, simply means the person care about you. So if the person is trying to express a whole level of care, and you are making it look as if I'm Ogidiga, I'm the lion of the tribe of Judah, I'm the Odogu of this place, I'm not supposed to take money from you. That means you're missing it. You
Too much
must,
ego.
yeah, too much ego is playing here. Like I said at the onset, don't let it be a problem.
Yeah.
Just believe that love is something that people are trying to actually understand the meaning of love. I know nobody can actually be able to know, because love is a mystery. But at least if you are able to accept that mystery that comes with it and understand it, my brother, you'll be the happiest man on planet Earth. We don't, because of what, see, social media is like a news platform where people always project something. That's why it's called news, to attract people to comment and to talk about things. There are so many millions of people enjoying their marriages today that they don't post it. If any if any good news comes, go and check the comment. It's up to like 250. But one bad news comes up, you see 1 million
And
comments and all
it's
that. You
trending.
understand? So go and look for those men that are actually enjoying their marriages. They will tell you they are. See, you have to compromise. You have to let things go. You have to drop your ego and be able to accept this person into your life, because you're coming from a different background. This person is also coming from one background. Then you collide and get to understand the level of compatibility must be there, and
And
the relationship will grow, and the love will
can
be
I
there.
ask a question?
So don't limit a good girl because she gives you money, you not drive her away. Pride, Oguduga, no, you are wrong.
Can I ask you a question?
mhm.
Okay, let's say the richest woman in the world. If is she married? Okay, another one again. Let's go to entertainment industries. Industries. Why is it that ladies are making it more than men? Because one way or the other, their door is always open. And if you check almost all of them, some of them are single, some of them are divorced, and other things. Most of the time, when people do all those things now, we even point at the man. Maybe the man is not taking care, or maybe the man is bullying her. But do we take time and sit and think, why is it that their relationship doesn't work when it comes to the woman being rich already? They feel
No.
like they don't need men. Don't you think
You
about
see,
that also?
the thing is, women love to be taken care of. If I see that I can provide a certain life for myself, why should I sit down and wait for a man to do it? So the thing is also like, I'm not gonna, some men, he doesn't want his wife to be all working, hustling, rest, I'm here. But I can't rest if I can see that you're not there yet. You understand? So it's not that they don't need men. I feel like they've just gotten so comfortable in providing for themselves and what they want. Because clearly, if you're looking for the man that's going to come and do it for you, maybe it's taking longer than expected. Or maybe you've gotten to that point before the man that was even destined for you got to that point in his life financially. Okay?
As a cheesy, you're also looking into a particular sector,
Yeah.
entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to churches? Have you been to business organizations? Have you been to like there are a lot of companies where things are going on. So don't always center your point on entertainment. Maybe you see that the music industry, these kind of things are going on. This person's an artist. No, there are other sectors. You can go into the tech sector. Do you know how many people are getting married and making their relationship sweeter each and every day? So don't allow the entertainment thing because you're seeing it, they're projecting it. There are people that are not social media freak, but their marriage is beautiful regardless of how you may assume it. You
But
understand
how
what I'm
many
saying?
of them, how many, all those relationships you are talking about, how many of them are richer than their husband? And how many of them, their husband is richer than their wife?
You know, personally, I think in a lot of these, not even just the entertainment, even the other sectors business wise, I'm sure there's majority where the women are driving in a lot, but it all comes down to they're very humble. You would never think maybe the woman is, getting more because she knows her place and she lets the man have his place. Obviously, if we're both doing business, my man has his own businesses that's running. I have my own. Mine could be generating way more than him, but I don't belittle him. We're both doing our own businesses. And I understand that, okay, that's what he earns from. He's doing something. That's the whole point. Men need to be doing something. I can be earning more than you, but I have to see what you are doing. I think that's what sets me at peace.
Okay, thank you. You have spoken well. All those churches you are talking about, all those entrepreneurs, how many of them you think is richer than their husband or wealthier than their husband? Billionaires. How many of them can you pinpoint?
No, we're not looking at it statistically. Like I said, when it comes to finances, obviously I cannot actually invade someone's privacy by trying to know how much is any. I still stand. My love or my marriage is not centered on salary.
Thank
But
you.
one thing I just want to say, my brother, is that if communication, this person is understandable, sense is very, very, very important. The person this woman has the quality, like you'll be praying for, and she's well to do, probably financially. It doesn't really matter. I'm ready to go for her. One thing I keep saying, some women, maybe a woman that earns $100,000 and you are earning $50,000 because of the level of submissiveness who she is in Christ. And maybe she wears something that is revealing, and you tell her, sweetheart, I don't like this outfit you're wearing. She's not for faces, she's only for your face. You understand? So if you tell her, babe, I don't like this outfit you're wearing, it's too revealing. She said, okay, darling, I'm sorry. She goes inside and change, make it better, and go out. That's the level of a submissive woman. So if you have such a person that you're dating, you already have such a person in your life, you don't need to, this person is ready to compromise. She can also tell you something and be like, babe, this thing you want to do, I don't like it. The man is like, okay, no problem, I won't do it. Love is a mystery, but if you understand it, you enjoy it well. That's one thing you should know. I'm not going to look at the people's accounts from one organization to know how much they're earning.
No.
But a particular person, this individual here, two people coming together to make their relationship and their marriage work. So it's not about, okay, this person must be a billionaire and all that. Look at what is going on in our society today. Many billionaires, many women that actually want to be like, this guy must be richer, must be a
They're
billionaire.
suffering.
Look at what they're going through, bro. Mental health. You know the level of depression we're having. High blood pressure is on the increase as we speak today. High blood pressure, depression is on the increase. Go and check it now. I'm telling you the truth. So don't trade your joy based on the fact that this
Money.
person is rich, bro. I rather live in it. I'm okay with my goat. You can eat your elephant. I'm telling you the truth.
No,
That's
if
true.
if someone someone can be in church and be wealthy and still live Christ, who are you as a man not to live? If you don't understand, okay, as let's say someone you are at church, you don't have anything. Maybe at some point now you became rich. For the fact that you became rich, you feel like you have arrived. You leave church. If someone can leave Christ for being rich, who are you as a human being
Okay. You know
to
what?
be loyal?
No.
So
You see, this comes also with just individuals, honestly. People that are really rooted in Christ, you know why God let you get to where you are if you made it or you broke, like you got to a breaking point, you got a breakthrough. If you know what it took you to get there and you know it's only because of God, you'll humble yourself. And also one thing I wanted to raise, do you guys think it's fair that marriages, choices when choosing partners should be revolving around how much you're earning? Is it really is that fair? Is it reasonable that before you choose a partner, you guys are revolving around what this person is making, and depending on what they're making, then you decide whether you're willing to now,
as a
get
man,
into the
yes.
relationship.
As a man, yes.
So is that like, are you expecting that from a woman? You want to know how she's doing financially before you decide to marry her? Or
No, okay, I don't care how she's doing financially, but she must not be richer than me. That is my point. Must not be richer than me.
but what if you're not rich? What is she going to do with you?
I'll be
She wants a man that's more wealthy. You are not wealthy, but you're pursuing her, but she can see that this guy is not making more than me.
I look for a woman of my league. Sorry, I am not ready to be turned into a punching bag or
So it's
something
all about
because
the money to you.
yeah, because I'd rather be richer. You know what she would say? She might end up fighting me one day. I'm telling you. Okay. Let me put it in this aspect. You as a woman now, let's say you have a husband. You are richer than your husband. Your husband is driving, let's say, a Toyota Camry, or is driving. No, your husband is driving. Which car can I go? Maybe Ford, or maybe by any chance you bought him Mercedes. Let's say you are driving Mercedes. Then you are driving Lamborghini, IA, or those kind of expensive cars and all that. It's ours. I understand. At some point, or maybe by any chance, you guys fight, or maybe you guys are not in a good term. You guys want a divorce. In this aspect now, would they ask the man to, like, would the man, will he have the right to earn 50% of your wealth as a woman?
It's if there's certain agreements that you guys go through when you do marriages. There's certain type of marriages. So if you're going to get married from according to property and stuff, yes, you're going to have to split. The person who earns the most in the relationship is the one whose assets get divided by
Okay,
two.
you can be richer than me, so that if I want to leave you now, I'll take your property away.
But don't get married with divorce at the back of in the corner of your mind, because if anything goes wrong, no.
I will not.
Yeah, that level of divorce is something that is actually trendy right now, especially in America. Black American women, they are now swimming in the pool of confusion because they don't know what they want anymore. They just want to go in, check the guy's monetary level, and then after a few years, have kids and support and all that. Yeah, it's just the system. A lot of people have different system that they work with. But one thing I want you to understand, Mr. Cheesy, don't allow money to be the center point while you are going into a marriage, because you can be living in that mansion and you will suffer. But most women, because of the hardship of the society, a lot of women will be like, yes, I don't mind. I'd rather be in a Lamborghini than to be
That's the
driving a
thing,
Kia
and you don't know
Picanto.
what they're going
They are
through.
saying it because what talk is cheap. By the time you come into the true reality of that thing you've just said, you will now realize that it's better for me to just be in Guguletu and be enjoying with my man than to be in this particular place and I'm suffering. Mental health, people are dying every day because of the wrong decisions they've made. So be careful in the course of trying to go into this person must be richer than me before I can marry.
Marriage is
Yeah.
deep. Marriage is
It's deep. It's
You
a
guys
deep
don't
thing.
understand.
I'm
Marriage
just
is deep.
expressing myself.
You are-
I'm expressing it based on my view.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand. You are looking at outside part of it.
No, I
Wait
see.
to see the inside part of it, then you understand that part
Okay.
one and part two is
No.
different.
Even if you're looking at the outside part, I still live with my parents. In November, they're going to be married for like what? I think 23 or 24 years now. Okay. And to me, honestly, with all due respect, there's so much going on about marriage outside in society today. I think it's not even valued anymore. Relationships, dating was never about dating for 6 years and then you get married. Courtship, you are together because you want to get married. But now people don't even do that anymore. You're just dating because it's for a good time or whatever. But if we're talking about marriage, honestly, it comes down to the point why God created man and why he created women. He made a man alone, and then what did he say? It's not good for man to be alone. It's the only reason why he added Eve. To be because the man can't be alone. So today, if you're looking at relationships and marriages, you only really understand the value of marriage if you understand the word of God.
Before Eve came, Adam was there already. He already has
But
the
he
whole
was not
empire,
complete.
the whole garden to himself. Yes, he's not complete, and God brought her so that Adam can be completed, right? Now,
for her to
okay, now
help
wait,
him.
wait. After everything, now, who made them to lose the beautiful garden again? Is it not that same woman?
Listen,
Right? So, which means when the woman is rich, imagine, let's say a woman is Adam now that owns everything. Do you think a man would have come and spoil the beautiful garden for him? He will not. The man will even support, but the
No.
woman will come and rule everything.
Isaac, let me tell you something. It's not about being a man or a woman. Anybody in this world can ruin anything for it. There's men missing lots of young ladies' lives. There's ladies missing lots of men's lives. Everybody is just living. But I feel like you know your direction in life when you are living according to the word. And we're not even trying to make this like a whole sermon or whatever. But let's be honest, the word of God is what's guiding you. How you live your life. That's how you should be living your life. Even with marriages. What does the Bible tell us about marriage? It says what? Husband, men, you are made to love your wife as Christ loved the church. What did Christ do for the church? He sacrificed himself. Ladies, submit to your husband. We only have one instruction. No matter how rich I am, I must submit. What is submit? Respect. He is the head, and that's what I must know. No matter how much I'm earning, how many cars I drive, whether he was in the village and I was in the city, and blah, 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 I must submit if we are married. And what must he do? He must love me. So, yes, marriages are falling apart because are you respecting your husband? No. The man that you married, does he love you enough to the point where he would even give his life for you? No. It's sad. People are marrying for money. Like we're talking now. These days, people, you know what girls say? I don't care about love. I rather know that he can take care of me. As long as he's got money, I'm good. If he's cheating, that's on him as long as I'm taken care of. So people have settled. You see, people have settled for a lifestyle. They prefer to be disrespected. As long as I'm taken care of, it's fine. So that's very sad.
That is to you now because that is for you. You think almost 80% or 90% of billionaires don't go to church?
No, they do.
They don't.
Okay, a lot of pagans.
I'm telling you, they don't. 80%, they don't.
Oh,
So all those streets you are hearing there, they might not have the chance to hear it. Most of you as a lady, you guys are not getting my point too. Imagine a woman. You think a woman as worthy as any other thing will come home, I want to cook for your husband, you want to cook for your husband and clean the house or do all those things. What she would do, listen, what she would do, she'll go and look for a house girl, she'll go and look for a cook, and all those house girls will be doing all those things.
I see.
In the rumors, we might go and rent another
Isaac,
person
let
to
me
do
let me
house
let me
duty for
chip
me.
into my family because I don't really like talking about it. Yeah, my dad was working in one company where I come from in Warri, So and then my mom was doing this cola business. People that don't know about cola business, that business is really like lucrative. So in the course of that, my dad was like, "Oh, he wants to build a big house." He came to the village to build one big. In the course of building it, my mom was like, you know where you're coming from. Be careful, After a while, he lost his job. No money now. This woman she became the pillar of the house. Guess what? That's why I keep telling people, learn to look for a woman who has the love of Christ in her and who is kind. I always say that because kindness does not hurt humanity. So my mom was like, man, look at all these things. They've happened now. What are we going to do? She had to improvise. She was like, she was taking care of us, doing everything. But in the course of her doing that, based on the fact that she knows she's late now, of blessed memory, may her soul rest in peace. Based on the fact that at that point, she was carrying everyone along. If my dad comes back, you could see that this woman is trying to make sure that everything is comfortable for this man, regardless of this guy has lost his job. She didn't say, "Oh, I'm not the one bringing the money into the house, so I have to be bossy." You see, my mom, we could make everything like they will have a good conversation. It's just that these days, the society, they've lost it because since the invention of social media, a lot of competitive ideology has come into our system that has made people not to see marriage to be something that is vital, that is valuable, but they just want to go in because this person is a billionaire or this person has all the money and all that, and they are missing it. Submissiveness is not something you buy from the market. It's how you were raised by your parents. It goes inside of you. Just the way your parents raised you to a point where on Sunday you don't miss church. That's how you know for a fact that this man is my husband. For that I'm anywhere, I still need to be submissive and then I'll respect him. And I tell you the truth, the moment you start respecting your husband, because Ephesians 5:22 comes before Ephesians 5:25. So when you start respecting your husband, I swear, I tell you the truth with all humility inside of me, the man will see you as a joy that you are and respect you as a queen that you are. I'm telling you the truth.
Preach.
That is your mom anyway. I understand what you said very well. That is your mom. And yes, I
Izzy
understand.
is
Wait.
talking from a point
Yeah,
of
I understand.
ego.
I understand. Which is perfectly well. But I said it only take grace, which your mom has grace, by the way. And me, I did not say I will not marry a woman that I will not marry a housewife. No, obviously. You cannot just come and be in the house and be a
If you want
queen
to
and do
be
that.
doing the
No.
most,
Obviously, she will do something. She's definitely going to do something. But let it be that I am the backbone of everything. You understand? If let's say she have a boutique, let me have empires. But because I don't just want her to sit in the house, I will open a boutique, stay there. If you have a company you are working, it's fine. I rather build my own company. Let her work in my own company. Anytime you feel like
you
coming to work,
see,
come to work. I don't want you to be home.
what you're
But you must not
doing,
be richer than me.
what you're doing is sort of a bit tricky,
No.
because if
It's
she
not.
can see that you always want to be in charge, or you think she can't do it without you, or you must be somewhere involved, she's also going to want to get to the point where she's going to want to show you that, listen, I can do this without you, and even better, and I
It's
will.
better, but not
But you
let
are
it not be
raising a
richer than me.
competitive person now.
It must not be
But
richer than me.
she can show you that, you know what,
No,
I'm a
it
B.
can't. No, that cannot happen.
So is
That
that
cannot happen.
that is why you see today we're having a problem in society. Many women are single, many men are single. Because you come with this, there's a competition,
Competing
it
the
has
whole time.
become a competitive society. And now look at what is going on. This person must be like this. Actually, you already have a certain pattern. You're not ready to compromise. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge you, but it might be very, very possible for you to actually. But let me tell you the truth. There are many. We live in a society whereby men get a greater job these days. Like women. There are so many young girls that are not working. They just tend to get money from their parents and all that. Are you getting my point?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and this girl is so cool. She's respectful. She's loving and all that. Cheesy. I just want you to have a pure understanding of how things work. Let that pride or that ego, let it be buried. Don't allow it to swim in your head. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem when it comes to a genuine relationship with someone who truly cares about you. Okay?
For me, I'll just keep to what what I believe because of the kind of person I
Do
am.
not be like cheesy. Don't. You're doing booga. Don't do booga. Gentlemen, don't.
It's better to
Women
do
are
better.
so competitive. You can't want to be showing that, it's only me and if I'm included. Please give us a break.
Okay.
But,
Hypocrite.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for being with us throughout the whole show. So, just before we round up, I want to ask the gents to conclude and just give a word of advice. I'm going to start with Culture. His name is Culture, guys. He's got Cardi B's baby, but the senior one. So, I'm just going to ask Culture to give us a word of advice. What would you advise young ladies and even grown ladies, because not everybody's married, obviously, and gentlemen, like just regarding this whole topic about getting married to a woman that's earning more than you? What would be a word of advice that you would leave our viewers with?
Yeah, just viewers out there, I just want you to understand that love is not centered on money. It's actually fullness of respect, kindness, and having to understand that this person has the fear of God. And then you can talk that when the monetary aspect can come much later in the course of having a good conversation. Communication must be very paramount, and you must learn to understand that this person is human too. Respect each other, love each other, and always pray together. So at the end of the day, you have a reason to be thankful and you distinguish yourself from others. Don't allow society limit you, or don't allow the society make you feel that you can be better. You can be better together, understand each other together, and get the best of life. Thank you.
Words of wisdom. Are you guys hearing? Did it tickle your ears? No, it tickled mine. And then Izzy, our main booga. What is the word of advice that you would leave to our viewers?
My advice for you guys is please, before you marry, know the kind of person you are marrying. Because some people they pretend for ages, and at the end, they will run, nullifi, they will piante, and that will affect your life. If you feel like you will not be able to marry a woman, see, it depends on your personality. Sometimes your personality, you might be like you are kind of someone that is not controlling or someone who is not that tough. What do you need to do? You do what works for you. For me, marry someone you think you can handle. If you can handle a rich woman, all right for you, go for it. But if you cannot handle a rich woman, please just be your own name and be whom you are. Simple. Do what works for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buga.
Thank you.
So, guys, you've heard it all. And I'm sure some people will be like, why are people that are unmarried advising us about marriage? They are still praying for it, guys.
Yes, sir.
Don't attack them, okay? It's still in their prayer request. But you guys heard. So just before you make certain decisions, it's especially about life partners, make sure you just invest such things, into prayer. Take your time. Do not be fooled by what society shows you just because someone looks like they have it all. You would be surprised what's on the inside compared to what is like, being flaunted on the outside. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Until we see you again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Peace out.